Here are 5 questions I want you to ask before starting your nonprofit. Okay. So before you start your nonprofit or you file that 501c3 or you even come up with the name, I want you to ask yourself these 5 questions. Why? Because I've seen too many passionate people start with good intentions, but no clarity. And that confusion can cost you years and years and years. Let's save you that time. So, hey, visionaries, I'm Vanessa Lindsey. I am the founder of Visionaries Building Legacies because that is what we are, right? And I'm also the founder of one of the longest standing nonprofit for youth in Sacramento. I started my organization. I had no money, no experience, and no roadmap, but I figured it out. Do a lot of trial and error and aches and pains. You all know that is, right? And today I'm going to teach others how to start, launch, and build your nonprofit so that you can leave a legacy too. If that sounds like something you want to do, then you may just be in the right place. So let's dive into these 5 powerful questions. I want you to go ahead, grab your pen, grab your phone. I want you to take these notes because your answers could change everything. And I want you to answer them. Don't just listen to this video. Okay, go ahead and give you a second. Go ahead, get your pen and paper. So I'm about let's make it happen. Let's not just talk about it. Let's be about it. Because this work gets hard. It takes late nights, unanswered emails, and people who say no before they say yes. You're going to hear no, no, no. You're going to think you're a child again because you're going to hear no, 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 no. You're going to be like, is that my name? No, no, right? So if you're starting a nonprofit just because it sounds good, I'm asking you to pump the brakes. Stop. You need a mission that pulls at your soul. You need a mission that is so strong. I started mine because I was a teen mom and I knew the pain of having no support. When I was a teen mom, there was no support in the community, and that was back in the day, okay? I'm talking the early 80s. And so there was no support. That was when being a teen mom, it was like, shh, don't talk about it, right? But it's like, okay, but now we can talk about it. So now this is a good place for us to be where we can really talk about it. But what I'm just saying is that I want you to have a personal connection, because that personal connection of me wanting to help teens is what kept me going when the bank account said 0. No, no, no. The bank account said, if you want something done, you have to pay it out of your pocket. How many of you are paying out of your pocket right now? Okay. So before you do this, I want you to do this. Number 2, I want you to search your state's nonprofit registry. Look in your nonprofit, look in your city, find out what's going on. Okay. Because listen, you want to make sure that you're really not duplicating what's already going on within your community. There's a lot of us nonprofits out here that are doing the same thing, but we want to make sure that we're not duplicating it, okay? Funders want to know, are you solving a gap? Or are you just replicating something that already exists within your community? And if you find a similar nonprofit, don't get discouraged, because sometimes they need a lot more because there's so much that needed. Don't get discouraged. But see if you can collaborate first, find out what they're doing, find out how you can fill that gap, learn from them. It might lead to something bigger and better than starting it alone or not getting your questions answered, because I'm going to tell you, I had to pivot. Okay, I started my nonprofit for teen mothers and ended up evolving into a wonderful behavioral health organization for youth who's suffering from addiction. So I want you to really, look into your community. Number 3, I want you to ask yourself, am I solving a community problem, or is it a personal one? Okay. Let's keep it real. Some people want to start a nonprofit because they're hurt or frustrated by something that happened in their own life. And that's valid. Many nonprofits were started for that reason. But your mission must go beyond your personal story. It has to meet a real need backed by data, by trends, and by impact. Are you going to make an impact? That's what moves funders, partners, volunteers, and that's what moves people to come in to get services from your program. Okay. If you're not going to make an impact on their lives, they're not coming. So you want to make sure that you have your data backup, okay? So is this a community problem I'm solving, or is this a personal one? Okay. Number 4, am I ready to lead with no team, no pay, and no applause? Okay. I'm not trying to scare you. I am just trying to be real with you, and I am preparing you. When I started, I was a receptionist, the grant writer, the counselor, the janitor, the board recruiter, everything. And no one clapped for me, and quiet as kept, they're still not clapping for me. But founders are not the ones that's getting clapped for, right? It's the people behind, it's the people that's out there doing the work. It's the counselors, the therapists, the ones, the mentors, those are the ones, and they do deserve it. But guess what? So do you. So if no one has clapped for you and you're out there doing that hard work, I'm clapping for you, okay? But I want you to keep this in mind. When I was playing all those roles, There was no check in the mail, but I did the work anyway. Why? Because I believed in the vision. I believed in my vision. I believed in it. So ask yourself, can I commit to the work before the rewards? Let me do that again. Can I commit to the work before the rewards? Okay. Ask yourself, write it down. Really do some soul searching. Number 5, do I want to build a legacy or just launch a project? Okay. Because starting a nonprofit isn't just about hosting a workshop or feeding people one weekend. It's about structure, it's about systems, and it's about sustainability. So if you're ready to build a legacy, something that lasts when you're gone, then this is your lane. All right. This is your lane. And it's a good lane to be in. But if this just is a one-time passion project, consider partnering with an existing organization. I hear some organizations say, oh, I want to just do this during the summertime, or I want to do a food basket, or I want to. Those are projects. That's not when you really want to start a big nonprofit, okay? If you have any questions and you want to know if this is what I should do, if this is a passion project, or is this something that I really need to build a nonprofit, you probably need to come and join me on my Sunday free and live clarity call, right? Answering people's questions that they have about their nonprofit. So they don't have to keep scrolling through Facebook and all these other social medias trying to get answers. I'm going to answer them for you live so you can get on about doing what you're doing, right? Because you're not here by accident. If these questions lit a fire inside of you, then yes, you're called to build. If any of them is just like, ooh, that felt good, ooh, or ooh, that, ouch, you okay? So I'm here to walk that journey with you. Let's just do this, So if you're watching this on YouTube, because I'm putting this out in various places, because in this day and age, we got to put it out everywhere. We can't just put it out one place and be like, well, that was done. I want you to hit the subscribe button if you're not already subscribed, okay, to my YouTube channel, all right? Because I'm going to be diving into how to file your nonprofit without an attorney. And if you want step-by-step help starting your nonprofit, I have a full course. I walk you step-by-step. It's not a course that I'm going to say, oh, girl, go ahead and watch these videos. I'm going to meet you, and we're going to go hand in hand, okay? Everybody's going to go hand, and they're going to get it done, okay? And I also run a nonprofit incubator to help guide you along the way, okay? So if you got this, Visionaries, let's build something that lasts, okay? So if you're ready, click the link below, give me a thumbs up, do whatever it is that you do when you're out there in the social media land, and let's get these nonprofits going so we can help make a bigger impact in the community. So until next time, Visionaries, peace.